we are America's West Ham podcast, so obviously we need to be like our finger on the pulse. We need to be discussing these things. I feel like I keep using that phrase, and I need to stop because I think I said finger on the pulse like 4 times at the live podcast, and I was like,
whatever.
This isn't in my like vocabulary.
Apparently it is.
I guess so. That's the year of the pulse.
Just change it to finger on the puss and see if anybody notices.
I think it might get frowned upon from that.
Not if nobody notices.
Or I could become president. You don't know. You don't know. We can't rule anything out. But what does it mean to have your finger on the? It means just making sure somebody's not dead, right? That's all it is.
I've never put thought into it.
Because if you think about it, like he's got his finger on the pulse, like he knows what's going on. That's I think what it means. But like originally, that just meant like, oh, he knows that this guy's alive.
A better question would be, and I need answers to this: if we change it to finger on the puss,
we can't do that.
Hold on, but if we did, I need someone to give us an explanation for why it's not dirty and just like what it means.
Yeah, you're touching a cat.
Yeah.
It's a stray cat.
Because cats freak out easily, and you keep your finger on it. If it twitches, you know something's going down.
Yep, there we go. That's what it is.
Finger on
That's
the
what
puss.
it is. I see what you got. I got a couple questions though. Just like this is a group discussion here. I got my Christmas tree up still. Now, it was New Year's, and I was lazy, and I didn't want to do anything, so I haven't taken it down. I know it's January. Like, how long do you get before you're, like, you're officially a lazy slob for not putting your tree up?
The longest you can get is 2 weeks after New Year's Day. You get 2 weeks, because nobody expects it to be gone before New Year's.
Right.
Christmas.
I mean,
New Year's,
some people do that.
Those people are weird.
They're just go-getters.
That's like 7 days of just straight up partying. You don't clean your house during that time. Then after that, the new year starts. You're trying to keep up with your resolutions and whatever bullshit you're doing. And you're like, it's a new year.
Right.
Nothing's going to change because I'm a fucking adult and life sucks. So, like, you got to get your brain out of that.
Right.
So, like, you can put it off for, like, up to 2 weeks. Once it goes past 2 weeks, it's, all right, dude, we're halfway done with January. Get the shit out of your house.
About halfway done through. Okay, so I was going to guess maybe midway through January. What are your thoughts, Robert?
That's, like, the longest you can go.
Like, I would honestly...
It really should be a week.
I think I'll even give you a little leeway. If it's, like a month after, like January 25th. But, like, no. I better not see a fucking tree in your house in February, you know? Robert, what say you?
I actually say 1 week.
You think 1 week? Okay,
1 week.
1 week is like reasonable.
That's what I'm saying. That's what it should be. I'll give you 2 because I'm a lazy piece of shit too.
Right. And I just don't want to call
off.
myself a lazy piece of shit. But
I'll do
like,
it.
yeah, okay. All right. Well, you know, you're just being real. You're
Yeah.
just being real there. But okay, as long as I'm not like past like that limit yet. And I put it up late too. I put the tree up like a week or 2 before Christmas, so it's not even been up for a full month yet. I feel like if you get a full month's worth of it, you're okay. But like, I don't know. I'm gonna take it down by the end. Like next week, you guys, it won't be up there. Deal. That's future Alex is gonna take care of that.
Future news. Alex's tree is still up.
No,
In
no,
June.
it's not. It's not. What? It won't be. I got it. Emma's not feeling confident that we're gonna take it down.
It's a summer tree. I don't know what you guys are saying Christmas
It's just a
for.
tree. It's just a tree.
Most people have potted plants. We said fuck that. We wanted a whole tree.
That is true. That is true. Like, what if you just took the ornament? What if you just took the ornaments off? Yeah.
Like you decorated it for
Put
like
it in a
Halloween.
pot?
Like you put Easter eggs on it and shit too. Just like whatever the next hearts.
Can
on
a
it
Christmas
for
tree be a
Valentine's.
year-round tree?
You can just call it like a holiday tree since there's like holidays every month.
And yeah.
Valentine's Day, little party hats for your birthday.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if you can hear Emma. Emma's throwing out some great ideas.
Yeah.
Like you can put party hats on it for birthdays. You can do all kinds of cool stuff with it. I like where we're going.
Don't
with
call it a
this.
holiday tree then, because then you just sound like the person who's trying to be PC and not say Christmas tree to not offend people at Christmas.
But it's all the holidays because you could put those fireworky things for 4th of July.
Called a year tree.
Yeah.
It's just for the whole year.
Yeah.
Or it's a tree.
A decorative tree.
It's a house tree.
House tree.
Decorative tree. I like that.
House tree. Yeah.
House plant.
I mean, it is like, but like if you have a
We had a fern.
a ficus,
A ficus.
which isn't, it's got
We
wax
used to
on
have
it,
a fake one in my house.
and it died.
Well, no, it
I'm
didn't
just kidding.
die, but because
I'm
I
just
forgot
kidding. I mean,
to
yeah.
water it. But
That was Mitch Hedberg, right?
That was just a thing. We could bring that. It could be a treat.
Should we make that our thing?
Yeah, make it your thing. Don't take it down ever.
All right.
Do they? Can
Done.
they always
It's
have
a
lights
fake
on
one,
it?
right?
Super easy.
Yeah, it's fake.
What?
Yeah, then never.
When you have friends come over to like watch the game and stuff, you put koozies on it.
Yeah.
Oh.
I think we just started a new business.
All right,
guys.
everybody, we're backtracking. Robert cut out that whole bit where we were talking about how long we can keep Christmas trees up. Everybody, we're just gonna see who can keep their Christmas tree up the longest.
No, it still applies.
Who can keep your decorative tree.
Christmas trees have to be gone within those 2 weeks.
Ornaments better be up.
But if you turn it into a decorative tree, then it can stay up.
So the Valentine's Day tree, you can go to the store.
Hearts,
They're
Cupids.
probably selling those little like Valentines that we'd have in school. Like they're probably selling those now. You can go start cutting those out. Go get the quarterbacks now.
The little
remember you could get
fun
Jake
size.
Plummer. You could get Jake Plummer on it and Troy Aikman and all those people.
You get the fun size candies that just have like
just hang 'em.
Valentine's Day packaging. Just
Boom.
throw those at the tree. They'll stick in there.
Well, you can like make popcorn and put it around the tree. You just put a bunch of like needles and thread through those candy hearts and then put it around your tree.
Instead of a little angel, you put a little Cupid baby on top of the tree.
Boom. I think we really, guys, we could start selling. So what we need to do, we need to go pick up, and this is, you guys are all lawyers, remember that. Like, this is law,
Yeah, you can't steal
attorney-client privilege, so you can't, like, verbal trademark right now.
Verbal
we
trademark.
just go and we steal. Or we go pick up, like, trees that people are throwing out, and then we just resell them to people as decorative trees.
Well, it really only works with fake trees, because like real trees,
No,
you
we
have
just
to
spray it with, like, wax and shit. It won't work long-term. Like, they'll be disappointed, but, like, we get to sell. And, like, really, like, we made how much money on the used tree?
It's 100%.
It's only profit. It's only profit.
Well, once you take out the
cast.
the materials to like spray them down and wax them.
I'm just saying that for the podcast.
It's
Like, we're not really going to
it's
spray
like-
it down.
It's like 95% profit.
I wasn't ever planning on actually spraying it down. I was just going to say we sprayed it down with stuff, and then you're going to be like, oh, well, it got sprayed down. Yeah, it doesn't have any odor on it, so you won't know that it was sprayed. Oh, okay. Why are all the leaves falling? Well, whatever.
Could hang like I was gonna say you could hang those little like air freshener trees, but fuck those. We got Little M.
We got Little M. Ooh.
Little M can make some fake.
Little M, just perfect already things to start decorating the tree with before Valentine's Day even.
Perfect.
And then you got your honey coming over for Valentine's Day. Hey, babe, here's an air freshener for your car. Boom. Casanova right there. Guys, we have a great idea. Just, we're decorative trees.
This is what they call keeping your finger on the puss.
Or pulse, whatever. Or pulse. So Robert likes to bring in ponders here. Now, this is something I was on the plane the other day, and I thought about this. I was like, I'm just gonna bring it up to the. I wrote it down. I pulled out a little notepad I had, my little book I had. This notebook I'm writing on. Pulled it out on the plane. I was like, oh, let me just jot this down real fast. I could have pulled out my phone. I don't know why I didn't do that, but I wrote this down. I just wanted to ask you guys this. So, Robert, do you have a what?
Are you trying to steal my bit?
I am.
You're stealing my bit.
But like, no, your bit
What an
inspired me.
asshole.
I'm not trying to steal it. I'm trying to build off of that.
He's
bit.
trying to piggyback on your bit.
Great, like you inspired me, Robert. So I would take that as a compliment
You know
more
what
than
he's
me
doing?
trying to steal your bit.
He's bird boxing your bit.
I'm bird boxing it.
You're a quiet place, and
I'm-
he's bird box.
I'm bird boxing yo bitch. What? That sounds really bad.
So what were you
So, all right.
pondering?
So I saw a commercial with a boomerang on it. I don't remember what commercial it was. I was in the airport, but I was like, dude, boomerangs are pretty dope. And I don't know why I thought about boomerangs back when I got then I got on the plane. And I was like, boomerangs were still in my head, and I was like, I wonder if I could throw a boomerang. I feel like I wouldn't be good at it.
I
And
had some as a kid.
But like, were you good at it? Could you get them to come right back to you?
I mean, I could get him back in my area.
But like, you couldn't get them to come right back to you, where you see those people on TV
I mean,
do it.
sometimes. But for
Okay.
the most part, I was just shooting to get it back in my general area.
So I was like, we're a podcast that, we're hardcore ladlers right now. Anything in the world that you put a handle on becomes a ladle, right?
Mm-hmm.
I think, and here's my take, everything in the world is a boomerang. Whether or not it's a good boomerang is up for debate.
Nope.
But like, you can literally throw anything.
Nope.
It just, if it doesn't come back to you,
Nope.
but sometimes it does come back to you.
No,
There are
because-
things that
Nope.
come back. It's like, obviously a boomerang is the best boomerang.
It works for ladles. It doesn't work for boomerangs because the defining characteristic of a boomerang is that it does come back.
Yep.
to you.
Right, but so it's a really shitty boomerang if it doesn't. That's what I'm saying.
It's
It's
just
not a
shitty one.
No. Everything is a
A
boomerang.
shitty boomerang is one that like starts to turn but doesn't come and it just goes left, or like it kind of starts to
Okay.
turn but it goes nowhere near you, or
A
maybe
piece of
it just
paper.
turns so
A
much
piece
that
of
it does a
paper.
circle.
Boomerang. Piece
No.
of paper is a boomerang because you can throw it and sometimes it comes
No,
back to
it's
you.
not a
So
shitty boomerang.
it's not a
It's-
great boomerang. It's a decent
A
boomerang.
shitty boomerang, like I said, is one that just takes a 90-degree turn and then doesn't come back to you. One that just doesn't turn is not a boomerang.
Anything you
No,
throw,
no,
anything you
you've been
throw,
outvoted.
because it could come back to you.
No, it can't.
It could come back to
No,
you.
you can throw a football and it's definitely not fucking coming back to you.
Depending on wind. You ever heard about wind?
Unless
you
you,
know what
had
that
one
is?
of those Nerf footballs that were flat on the front that you could throw against a wall and it could come back to you if you were really sad.
But
kid
see,
with
that's
no
not
siblings.
boomeranging because it just bounces back to you. I'm not talking about bouncing back.
Exactly.
So I was playing frisbee with my dog the other day. I threw it, a little gust of wind caught it, started blowing back to her. She caught it, and I was like, she just caught a fucking boomerang throw right there.
Nope.
There we go. That was a boomerang. Frisbees
It's
are
not.
boomerangs too.
No, they're not.
But anything in the world is a boomerang. Just whether or not it comes back to you makes it a bad
I'm
boomerang.
gonna call
or a
my
good one.
close personal friend Chris Hemsworth and have him fucking
close
fight
personal
you.
friend?
Yeah, we're close.
I mean,
good friends.
okay, well, like he can try and throw his boomerang, it's gonna come back, and I'm just gonna nail him with mine. It's not coming back
No,
because
you
it's
won't.
gonna be heavier
he's,
shit.
He's Australian.
It's gonna be heavier
Every
shit.
Australian person in the world is deadly with a boomerang. It's just a fact.
That's a good
Like
one.
Margot
Yeah,
Robbie
that's true.
could kill
That's
you
true.
with a boomerang.
Fuck, I forgot about that. What about the Blade Runner guy? Ooh, he could see his blades are probably
Okay,
Oscar Pistorius.
That's South African.
Oh, he's not.
that's a
Australian.
completely
You're
different
right.
content-
Wait, no, he's
continent.
he's Australian.
No,
he's
he's
Australian.
South African.
Was the girl? The girl he killed?
No, I'm pretty sure she was
Australian?
South African too. She could have been Australian, but he is most definitely South African.
Okay, damn it. I'm trying to think of another one. I can't think of another Australian off the top of my head. I can't think of one.
You can't think of another Australian?
Just not.
How about fucking Crocodile Dundee?
I couldn't think of his name. I couldn't think of his name.
It's like, the actor's not really Australian though, but Crocodile Dundee is.
Okay. Steve Irwin's kids.
There you go, Steve
Irwin's
Jackman.
kids.
Bindi.
Hugh Jackman.
Hugh
Hugh
Jackman's
Jackman.
probably deadly with that. See, but his hands, Wolverine's hands.
No,
Can you
'cause
imagine
they
that? That
don't
would fuck
detach.
people up.
They don't
Yeah, but if
detach.
they did,
No.
what if you cut off his
Alex,
hand?
it was-
if you cut off Hugh Jackman's hand, that's a pretty deadly boomerang if you can get it to come back to you. And I would argue that since his hand's Australian, it's gonna come back to you.
No.
You guys, I really was hoping we were gonna
Nope.
we were gonna start a new ladle thing, and you guys just shit all over my idea.
No, because like for a ladle it works. It doesn't work for that.
I like that you like the ladle. The ladle point makes total sense.
Because you're still trying to scoop things with it, but the defining.
You're trying to get it to
characteristic-
fly back. It's not going to, but if I throw this can, it could come back. It probably won't.
The defining characteristic of a boomerang
It
is that it comes back to you.
I think because if you throw a piece of paper, it can come back to you. You know that's happened. I've seen it happen before.
Yeah, when you fold it into a fucking paper
No.
airplane that is designed to spin.
Have you ever you just throw that if I was trying to toss a piece of paper and it would and it just comes. That was a cool paper sound, wasn't it?
That's pretty nice.
Not what a paper sounds like at all.
When it's spinning, coming back to you as a boomerang, yeah. It
Hold on,
does sound
I
like
just
that.
came up with a new bit. All right, we're up here in the PTG helicopter reporting on the. God damn it! How do you miss that? Like your paper noise was the helicopter blades. You dumb
No, I was
bastard.
making the helicopter sounds.
You guys see what I have to fucking deal with? Like
Fuck you.
I
You know
give
what?
you
Fuck
a
you for
fucking
killing.
layup.
Fuck you for killing my. I gave you guys a great idea. The boomerang thing was
not
great.
a good
it's
one,
genius.
though.
You guys are just idiots that don't understand it. And you know what? Sometimes the people that
I'm
are
sorry.
thinking the
I was-
furthest ahead, just people just think I'm an idiot.
I
But one
wasn't
day
aware
you're gonna
that
look
we were
back.
here to be your yes men.
One day you're gonna look back and you're gonna realize Alex was right.
No.
Everything in the world is a boomerang. It's just a shitty boomerang if it
Literally
doesn't come back
nothing
to you.
you've ever said will make me look back on my life and go, "Shit, Alex was right."
I disagree. Maybe right now you think that.
Like you
but
could
you're
say
gonna
2
look
+ 2
really
= 4,
silly in
and
the
years
future.
from now, mathematicians will be like, "Holy fuck, he proved he was wrong." 2
No,
+
they
2
won't.
doesn't equal
They
4.
won't. You guys, everything in the world is a boomerang, just a shitty boomerang. Most
Nope.
things are shitty boomerangs.
No, you've been
Most
outvoted.
Things are. I don't care if I've been outvoted. I don't care. I'm sticking to it. I'm gonna die on this hill. This is the hill I'm gonna die on. Can someone have a lazy eyebrow?
Yes.
Because you can have a lazy eye.
Yeah. Well, I would
But like, if
assume.
you have a lazy eye, you don't have a lazy eyebrow.
Yeah, but I would assume it probably has to do with some sort of paralysis in your face. Like maybe if you had like a stroke that only
You're always
affected
just-
the top half of your head.
What if you were just always like winking? Do you always wink? Is that a lazy eyebrow? I mean, I think you probably should be. Like, somebody's probably got a lazy eyebrow.
Oh, I'm sure it's out there.
Okay, no, because a lazy eyebrow to me, a lazy eye is an eye that doesn't necessarily work all the time. But
Yeah, it's just a little wonky.
like a lazy eyebrow? What if like you're trying to make facial expressions? Like see how I'm like this is a great thing for the people listening to the podcast, but like on the video version of it, I'm raising my eyebrows up and down a lot, and it's like, hey Pat, I'm really reacting to this.
Oh,
what
so
if my eyebrow was lazy? It just didn't do that, and so
Only one of them goes up and down.
or just I guess that would be the lazy
Is that
eyebrow.
working, or are both of them still going up and down?
Both of them are, but one's going more. But like, if I had lazy eyebrows, what if I'm just like, yeah, Pat, this is me being really reactive. This is me being, I'm talking like, and like they just don't move because they're lazy.
Or maybe a lazy eyebrow is a unibrow because it won't even dissect itself into two things. It's just
it's
one
just-
that's chilling. It's too lazy.
I would
to even,
argue
it's
that-
too lazy to even become two. It's just like Anthony Davis. He's got a lazy eyebrow because it's just one. It won't even put in the effort to separate itself.
I would argue that
I don't know why I keep doing this.
a unibrow. Yeah, that was weird. Can you
just,
make a gif of that, Robert? I'm fanning myself.
Yeah, basically, I was just doing the little floppy hand thing for people listening.
Floppy hand thing. Just go watch the video podcast. But I would say that like, I think that like a unibrow would probably be a more alpha eyebrow because it's like I don't want to share. I want this all to be me, yo. So like that would be the most unlazy eyebrow. It's so unlazy that it grew into the other eyebrow.
Yeah, I'm with Alex on this.
Right?
Damn it! I got outvoted.
Because like if you had a lazy eyebrow, it's one single eyebrow, but a unibrow, it's like it's taken over.
Yeah, it took the time to.
That dude's working hard. He's working overtime. You know what I'm saying? And like also your lack of stopping him from working overtime and being a good boss is affecting it.
I accept that you guys have outvoted me.
But yeah, what do you
now?
think?
Will you accept that not everything can be a boomerang?
No, I won't. I will never.
Then
I will
won't.
never. Would you accept that? Or what would you say that? Like, is it a lazy eyebrow? Is it an eyebrow that doesn't move, or is it like an eyebrow that's just like whatever? Like I don't like. Is it an eyebrow that shows like too much expression, like when you show one, or is it an eyebrow that just like?
No, it can't show too much. It's lazy. So it's got to be one.
Does it just droop? Does it just droop, or is it just like it doesn't move?
See,
when the other
that's the
ones
question.
do it?
Is it a droopy eyebrow or one that just doesn't move?
I'm trying to do it, and that's great. That's great podcasting material right there, guys.
I'm gonna go with I think droopy.
It's droopy.
Yeah,
so.
that's what initially popped into my head.
If like you can like raise your eyebrows, that one is a little lower than the other, then yeah, it's a lazy eyebrow.
No, I'm with Robert. It's just one that just naturally droops.
I like that. That's a really good question. What you got, B jokes?
Baby J.
Baby J. I like that. That's pretty great.
I love it.
So mine is actually.
Is that like your new nickname now?
I gave that to him last week, you moron.
No, but like I'm saying, like, do we go? Are we going instead of Bobby jokes? Are we Baby J?
No,
now?
Baby J's just thrown in from
I
time
know
to
you
time.
said it last week. I'm just saying, like, okay. So he has two nicknames.
Yeah.
All right. Cool.
So
Continue.
mine is actually Sam is my not cool.
Ooh, trouble in paradise.
The relationship problem.
So for one of her journalism class, she had to watch The Fifth Element, which is why I started watching it.
That's the
over
Sixth
weekend.
Sense. We've already gone over this. It's
Shut up, Alex.
And
the Bruce Springsteen movie we all know. I know.
and this movie is just terrible.
You know, somebody listening was like, "It's not Bruce Springsteen. It's not Bruce Springsteen."
Whoa.
The movie is bad.
No, it's not.
It's so bad.
I mean, I
It's
haven't seen it, so
weird.
I don't know.
He would probably hate The Big Lebowski too. So
It's so bad. And
Will you watch The Big Lebowski this week and just tell us?
just
how
let
it
him
is?
finish.
So Sam's usually one of the people that like has homework. She'll do it, but like she'll do the homework, and like but this movie we couldn't get through. We watched like maybe 45 minutes to an hour of it, and it was too bad. We had to stop.
Hold on. I know I just told him to stop interrupting you. You just said you never got to the Chris Tucker part earlier. Do you know who Chris Tucker is?
Yeah, I know who he is.
He's definitely in
He's
there.
not a
He's got to
racist.
be in there in the first hour of the movie.
I don't remember him. I don't remember seeing him in it. But
Okay, I'll let it pass.
so we're both actually pretty upset. Like, what does this movie even have to do with journalism? And she texts me the next day after her class and tells me, I actually had to watch The Fifth Estate.
You watched the wrong fucking movie.
Yes.
What the fuck is The Fifth Estate?
You watched the fucking wrong movie.
Actually,
And then she that's like the only worst thing that could have been is like if she watched that instead of like. Remember in school when you'd be like, you got to read the book, and then you're like, no, it's fine. I'll just fucking watch The Great Gatsby movie, and I don't have to read the book. And then you're like, fuck, I failed all of those quiz questions because I didn't know any of it.
The Fifth Estate is about was that movie starring Benedict Cumberbatch that's about the WikiLeaks dude Julian Assange. That makes so much more
he
sense.
was a journalist.
Yeah.
And until you said that, it never clicked in my brain that you said she had to watch The Fifth Element for a journalism class.
So, what makes it even worse, too, is that...
I was like, is Bruce Willis a journalist? Like, what?
He's a cab driver.
Yeah. So, while we were watching this whole time, we're also wondering, what does this have to do with her class? And also, the worst part of that, too, is like...
That's so fucking good. That's the best not cool I think ever. That's the best not cool ever. That's so fucking funny. That is so fucking funny.
I had to pay to rent for this movie. To rent The Fifth Element.
Dude, fuck you. That's a great movie. I don't care what you're talking about.
And The Fifth Estate is on Netflix.
Oh no. Oh fuck. So like did she how'd she do in the class at least? She watched it though?
I don't think she's watched it yet.
She has.
Well, here's the thing. You probably wouldn't have liked that one either because the Fifth Estate has 37% on Rotten Tomatoes. Fifth Element has 71%. So you're in the minority.
Look, I didn't watch that movie, but I watched a movie close to it. Can I base it off of that?
That's fucking phenomenal.
I'm so glad that was the last part of the Not Cool because I thought mine was like a bad one, and then Roberts is just like fucking nuts.
You never got to the part with it. No. Okay,
that's why Chris Tucker never came into it.
I don't think he even made it 45 minutes into the movie. By the way, just so you know, you want to watch it. That's what Chris Tucker looks like in the movie.
Is this like Zoolander?
No, it's in the future.
But he looks like Zoolander.
No, he's like a TV host in like the year 2865 or some whatever fucking year it is. Dude, that is a great Not Cool.
That's like if you were like supposed to see Silver Linings Playbook for something and you watch Saving Private Ryan.
Hold on, wait.
Like,
I just realized Robert's ready to be married. Because the Not Cool was not accidentally watching the wrong movie. The Not Cool was, it's fucking Sam's fault.
Well, he had to pay for it too, so he had to pay for it. So
but
that
it
would
wasn't,
also be the
it
part
wasn't
of it.
accidentally paying. They've been together long enough to where his Not Cool is now, it's her fucking fault.
Just I can't like I wish she had to go to class and like share her favorite part of it.
And she was the first one to go. Well, I guess I kind of liked how she knew gymnastics and could attack people, but she didn't speak English, and people in the back would be like, "What the fuck is this girl talking
What
about?"
does she mean? That was never in the book. That never happened.
I mean, Bruce Willis is a great actor. Dude, she didn't watch the right
Or the movie I mean. Yeah. Bruce Willis? What?
Dude, that's phenomenal.
What people really need to know is the news that's going to happen before it happens. So, just
it's like Minority Report.
Pretty much. Just a disclaimer though, like we're not always 100% accurate on these bad boys, but when we are, if anything we say here coming up ends up happening, you have to find whatever media outlet says it happened and like hit them up on Twitter, email them, Facebook them, and be like, hey, please credit Past the Gay Podcast because they said this first. They actually were the first people to report this. Please give them credit. Yes. Or just like we're just really big J journals, you know? Like we are very respected among the podcast and journalism community because we break stories like this much earlier than many. Now we have broken quite a few stories, and by quite a few I mean like 4. But
that's 4 more than most people.
If these you broke last year that Josh Gordon was not going to finish with the Patriots, although he does get a ring.
Yeah,
he did not finish the season with the Patriots.
No,
even though he was technically like a Patriot. But yeah, whatever. We've been right. So just hit up whoever reports this if it happens later on and say, hey, please credit Past the Gay Podcast. They broke this story first, and it's not fair that you don't credit this real journalist podcast for breaking the news. You know. We've been on websites before about news, you know. We were talking about the immigrant caravan before because we're the finger on the pulse. Finger on the pulse. Don't say it. Baby. Don't say it. Finger on the pulse. All right. So without further ado, guys, we are gonna bring up future news. I'll go first, Pat, and then I'll throw it to you.
Alrighty.
But here we go. This is future news, gang.
From the Past the Gravy Studios, this is.
Oh, that's not great. That's not great. Let me start that over. All right. Here we go. And we tried take 2. And action.
Live from the Past the Gravy Studios, this is Future News.
We'll start off with some breaking news today. Donald Trump will give his first ever State of the Onion address tonight. He actually had been prepping for the State of the Union address last night, but did not realize he was reading The Onion and already got too far. He said, screw it, I'm still going to give it anyways. Tune in.
LeBron James, after firing Luke Walton earlier in the season, now even before the All-Star break has finished, less than a week away, has fired 4 more head coaches, refuses to take the job himself, though, and be a player coach because he just doesn't want to be blamed for
Jackie
anything.
Moon would have done it.
Yeah.
Jackie Moon would have done it. Staying on sports, Patriots tight end Rob Gronkowski announced his retirement from football today. He's going to focus on drinking, 69ing, and eating Tide Pods.
Every single fan of another team playing the Packers now is just obligated by law to yell "cram it up your cram hole" floor every time something goes wrong for the Packers.
That seems accurate. Swine flu, it's back in the news after 7 Cincinnati kids to be specific, came down with it. It's the year after the pig, after all, but apparently that's bad now. Also, consoladas, or ladybugs as commonly called on the streets. They are now going to be referred to as spotted gals because the scientific name was hard to pronounce and people thought that it was insensitive to say that ladies bug people.
After winning his 10th Super Bowl ring, Tom Brady still refuses to retire because he actually wants to have one ring to put on his dick as well.
Oh, there you go. I like that. That's smart. Firefest 2 is officially a go now, gang, after Pharma Bro Martin Shkreli announced that he is going to fund it. No word on whether or not they're going to actually have food. Somebody might blow somebody for water, but all I know is Billy McFarland is pissed. And final bit of news we have for you today. Bears, now officially extinct, unfortunately. Beats are now taking the rest of the year off in mourning because they're paying their respects. No word yet on how Battlestar Galactica plans to mourn the fallen member of this holy triumvirate. We'll have to find out more on that as the year goes on. But that was future news. So without further ado, guys, mock draft season 2019 kicks off now. Pat Dion, mock draft of animals you don't want to cover on the football field. First overall pick, you are on the clock.
And this is where the mythological question comes in. I'm pretty sure we were all thinking this. I'm going Bigfoot.
Bigfoot. Ooh.
Or technically Sasquatch is what I would say. And you know what? I don't count it mythological. I believe they're real. Can't prove they're not. And I'm going them because guess what? Nobody can get a real picture on them, so you know you can't cover them. They're 8 foot tall, and they've got opposable thumbs. I mean, fade routes in the corner of the end zone all day.
Solid logic. Solid logic. I like that. That's a good pick right off the bat. Robert, what do you got, buddy?
All right, I'm gonna go with a seal
A seal.
because they're slippery.
Ooh, that is good.
Wow, you're going to water animal, which we already said is not a good cut, but
I mean,
you know.
it is also partially a land animal as well. Now, this is I'm gonna go bird. Can I go bird?
You can go bird.
Do I have to specify a bird, or can I just say bird? Because I feel like bird is like it's gonna fly. Like way to fucking go on covering that. Like it's gonna fly
Good
above
luck
you.
catching the football though.
They got beaks or talons, depending on if it's like a
See,
bald
that's the
eagle.
thing, depending on the size of the
Okay,
bird.
so like, can I just say I'm gonna go bald eagle?
There you
then.
go. I think
I'm gonna
that's a better
bald
way to do
eagle.
it. Bald
One,
eagle.
because if you want to stop that, you're stopping America.
Yeah.
No thanks.
Oh,
I
shit,
don't want to do that.
that's good.
I'm a patriot. Those bald eagles, they can pick up goats and drop them off of like ledges and shit like that. Like a bald eagle can catch football.
Yeah.
And all you gotta do is just go cherry pick. Like hike, it flies, sits on the goalpost, hangs out, waits for the ball.
Yeah.
That's all it does.
That's good.
Yeah, a bald eagle. I'm gonna go that first.
And they're big enough to catch it. Now, my second one, I'm kind of surprised it lasted this long for the second round. I'm going giraffe.
Okay.
It's taller than everything. You just throw it up high and you can catch it. Plus, I
See.
also looked up and found out they can run 35 miles an hour.
My whole thing with giraffes that raised a question mark with me and is not why I did not select giraffes is like, are they gonna be catching the ball?
Yeah.
They're gonna be like with what? Your mouth?
Yeah.
Like I don't know how coordinated a giraffe's gonna be at pulling that down with its mouth.
I think very coordinated. And my brother asked this last night too. He goes, well, how big is their mouth? So I pulled up pictures of them next to people. Their head is so much, is like the size of a person. That mouth is easily big enough to catch the football.
Also though, I feel like giraffes are top heavy, so a chop block, a little chop block right there. I feel like I could trip that bad boy up
You
and
think that
like.
big? Each leg on a giraffe is probably 200-300 pounds.
But they're very skinny, so you know you could maybe break a leg
it looks
real quick.
skinny because they're so tall. But you know what?
All right, giraffe.
I got
off the
two
board.
picks that can catch fades in the corner of the end zone right away.
All right, solid pick then. Robert, what about you? Your second pick on the board. We're drafting 4, by the way, guys.
All right, can I go dragon?
I mean, like what kind of dragon?
Like
Like a-
Komodo dragon,
like a fucking medieval
not a fire-breathing dragon, because that's not fair.
Yeah, no, that's not a real animal.
I'll let you go Komodo dragon. Komodo?
No, I'm gonna go snake.
Damn it! I was gonna take
I'm gonna
snake.
go snake.
So like my whole thing with snakes was like I think it's very good because like it's poisonous. You know, I don't want to fuck with that.
And
but
who wants to touch a snake? You
but
don't
also
wanna
like
cover that.
I've seen quite a few people kill snakes. You know, you just step on it, or you whip it, or you fucking chop its head off.
But if you miss stepping on it and it comes back and bites you, you're dead.
Right, but if you're a lockdown corner, you know, I feel like I'm gonna step on you with my cleats. I'm gonna cleat the fuck out of a snake.
But who wants to touch a snake? You don't want to cover it because you don't want to get near. That's a good pick, actually.
That is a good pick. All right, snake. There we go. That's a snake and seal is what Robert's got. I'm gonna go bear. I'm gonna go a bear because like you know you get one bump off the line when you're a corner, but I feel like a bear's just gonna swat you right back and just fucking
yeah.
kill you. And, like if you've seen The Revenant, he fucked up Leo.
Yeah.
Like I don't want to fuck with a bear.
You throw a jump ball, bear's coming down with it.
A bear's gonna fuck, and then he's gonna murder you anyway.
Yeah.
The bears are fast.
Yeah.
A bear's gonna bowl over you. A bear would be a solid running back probably, because a bear would just fucking bowl right through everybody.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna go bear as my second pick.
Yeah, my third pick is actually pretty similar to a bear. I'm going silverback gorilla.
Okay.
It's very similar to a bear, very strong, great upper body strength, and long arms. That's another one, man.
Gorilla.
You're trying to cover that. You can't cover him.
That's
His
true.
arms are too long.
That's true.
And he's just strong and
See,
fast.
I hesitated with gorilla on mine because I was like, Harambe wouldn't have hurt a fly, so Harambe's not going to hurt you. He's just going to pick you up and
Okay,
carry you.
I'll flip it. You don't want to hurt Harambe, so you're not going to cover him.
Fuck, yeah, that's a good call. All right.
Yeah.
Solid pick. Robert?
I'm gonna go ant.
Fuck! I had that too. Damn it! That was gonna be my final pick. They can go underground. They can go underground, and there's a bunch of them. They fucking team up. Ants are a solid pick.
Damn it! That's because I will say for ant, you have to go ant colony. You got to accept the ant colony, not a singular ant.
Ants? Ants.
I was gonna say, how is an ant gonna catch the football? But you get 300 or 400 of them bitches together.
They can do anything.
They can get super strength.
See, here's my point of view though. I'm flipping it. I'm in the broadcast booth. I'm trying to cover them on the ground. I can't see the ant.
Also very
Shit,
different.
I
Yep.
wasn't thinking about
You
that
can't even
angle.
see the numbers. Can't even see the numbers at all.
That's good. That's good.
And they can really be anything they want to be. But like they can go underground. They're gonna blend in with the grass. You're not gonna be able to see a bunch of ants. That's a fucking solid pick, Bobby Jones.
Everything I was trying.
Damn it,
I was trying to
that's-
think of animals that can actually catch.
I was waiting on that. I thought that was gonna be my last pick, and I was just gonna fucking run away with this whole thing. And I can't believe fucking somebody else did.
That
God
was
damn
damn
it.
good.
God damn it. All right, then I guess it's up to me. Third pick. I thought this was gonna be number one. Cheetah. A cheetah's
Yeah.
fast as shit.
Cheetah's
Like,
very fast.
good luck covering a cheetah.
Yeah,
I don't know
It's
who's
like
gonna-
covering Tyreek Hill
How are you
on
gonna-
steroids.
Yeah, how are you gonna cover a cheetah? Cheetah. That's what I'm gonna go with.
Very
Third
fast.
pick.
That was a good one. That was on my list. Ugh.
All right, your final pick of the draft, Pat.
Man, I got two to choose from here. You know what? I'm gonna go reindeer.
A reindeer.
A reindeer. You saw that video like a month and a half ago of that reindeer running next to the dude's car and then jumping across the fucking highway.
Like a deer? Like a regular deer?
But it was a reindeer. It's a great vertical. It's got good size. That thing can jump up in the air. Now, I was going to say Christmas reindeer, but we said no magical shit, so I can't say it can fly. But reindeer still, it's a very underrated vertical on an animal.
All right, I'll give you that. I'll
reindeer.
give you that.
All right.
Plus horns, so it can break up
Yeah, that'll fuck you up.
the push at the line.
All right, I'm gonna go with bee.
A bee.
A bee.
All right, now explain that one. I got ants. I understood the ants.
Oh, it's a bee because they can sting you. You can be
Yeah,
allergic
but
like Pat.
but it immediately dies.
Yeah,
so
it's
once you
like-
sting, you can't.
Then you're on the
You're done.
IR. You're on the IR basically right away.
You're gonna die too. You don't have an EpiPen with you, Pat.
No, I'll die. Yeah.
Yeah, that's very
Actually, you know what?
problematic for
If we're
Pat.
on a football field, I'm gonna assume the trainer has an EpiPen, so I'll be good.
They all do. They all do, I believe, on the sidelines in the NFL.
So I think you know what? I think you whiffed on that one, Robert.
I do too. Not as strong as the ants pick.
But
You
know
really
what?
peaked on the ants.
It's up to the listeners.
Yeah, I guess so. And then I guess so. That's me with the final pick. I got a couple I'm looking at. I feel like this one's gonna get vetoed immediately, but Volkswagen Beetle.
Nope.
It's a beetle.
You can't
right?
make a car.
But like a car would fuck you up
It's
because
not
it'd run you over.
It's not an animal.
All right. Well, I was gonna. I wrote it down. I figured I'd try it. A lion.
Yep.
A
That
lion.
was the one. That
Because a lion will fuck you up.
I really thought that was going to go top 3.
The only problem with the lion is Daniel lived in a lion's den and they didn't fuck him up. So like he was able to cover it, but like, I think that also it's just it was a matter of principle at that point.
But it's a ferocious animal. It's strong. You don't want to cover that guy.
I'm gonna go lion then.
That's
as
very
my
good.
final pick. So to recap what we got here, Pat had Bigfoot / Sasquatch,
Yep.
giraffes, a gorilla, and a reindeer. Robert had a seal, a snake, ants, which I think is his strongest pick, and then a bee. I had a bald eagle, a bear, a cheetah, and a lion. Those are our 4
See,
picks.
once again, I think my last pick, I was torn between reindeer and lion, but I couldn't get that video of the reindeer jumping across the road out of my head.
I mean, I always feel like I'm gonna side with myself, anyways. But like, I feel like out of the 4, I had the strongest 4 of them all.
You can't
Robert
cover
wins
a
with
giraffe
ants.
or Bigfoot.
I mean, but the bald eagle, I think, beats everything. Like bald eagle can get away from everything.
I mean, you can't even see Bigfoot. How are you going to cover him?
I mean, people have seen him.
But they have
They've
not
not been
proof.
able to. That's very blurry.
They're
proof.
sneaky.
Very blurry proof. That's true. Our next answers question is from Brandon Whitehead. He's a comeback kid, right?
Yes.
At Brando Whitehead on Twitter. And Brandon says, if a bear, a lion, a gorilla, and an anaconda all get put into a cage together, which one makes it out alive and why?
All right, so we can all agree Anaconda's out, right?
I disagree.
What?
Anacondas can fucking choke out every other one of those animals. Like I would
Okay,
say,
but
an
no,
anaconda
no.
literally could wrap
No.
around all of the other 3 and win.
But every one of those could also bite through the fucking anaconda and rip it to fucking shreds before it could squeeze it.
Not if they can't breathe.
That's the thing. They'd be able to fucking bite through it and start killing it before it could wrap around them.
Anaconda makes it out alive.
Thank you. Thank you.
How?
Thank you. Because he fucking chokes the fuck out of everybody else,
The
dude.
only one of them. Okay.
Because he wants none. He wants none. The anaconda wants none.
Yeah, he wants none unless you got buns, hon.
But he's gonna get attacked by the others.
Bobby Jokes fucking dropping bombs here.
Here's the thing.
Look at Bobby Jokes.
No, because I'm actually gonna.
He fucking was waiting the whole show for that.
I'm gonna argue this out logically. Because the gorilla, not only can the bear and the lion bite through it, it can tear it apart with its fucking claws, which it would. The anaconda does not have a poisonous bite to it. It can hold on and then start wrapping.
Do you think you can bite and choke when you can't breathe? Because I don't know about that.
That's only if it gets around the neck. But they're not getting around the neck of a lion or a bear, especially not a lion. A lion's going to rip that thing to fucking shreds.
Yeah, right.
Maybe it could get the gorilla. But here's the thing. A gorilla's strength is strong enough, and so is a bear's, to rip that anaconda off of its fucking neck.
A gorilla, first off, is not a dangerous animal because they don't try and harm humans. They don't try and harm humans.
But
They don't
they
try
do-
and harm
but they
other
do harm
animals.
anacondas.
Not anacondas. They don't try and harm those. They don't try and harm other things because gorillas
Okay, so
are
gorillas
peaceful beings.
so by your account, a gorilla is immediately out.
Obviously.
Which I'm gonna agree with too, because it does not have the claws to also cause extra damage.
And it would not hurt a soul. As Harambe wasn't going to hurt anybody at all, and he was falsely accused and shot without
all right, so
without a trial.
and we're all in agreement. Anacondas and bears are out.
No,
We're all in agreement. Anacondas and bears are out.
Pat is. Robert and I are already set in our ways.
Robert's just trying to fuck with me. He doesn't care.
Robert and I say
think Robert
anacondas
gives
get
a
out of that
shit.
thing. An anaconda can it crushes ribs, it fucks up legs and shit like that. Like you're on the ground
Of
fast.
humans, these are gigantic, extra strong beasts.
Have you seen an anaconda?
Yes.
Those are fucking massive. They had one the other day that was like
But
crossing the fucking Nile.
That's a fucking outlier. It wasn't
was
the
like-
Nile. It wasn't
Whatever the
Nile.
fuck it was. He was crossing the whole
It was
fucking
a
river.
It was a 17-foot fucking.
That's
anaconda.
fucking massive.
Yeah, that is. Most of them aren't that size.
I'd take a 17-foot anaconda over a bear and a lion at the same time.
Bro, I'm taking the lion.
Fuck that. It was the bear and the
Maybe
lion.
the bear.
Because first off, the bear and the
Maybe
lion.
the bear.
Snakes are fucking. First off, snake was a snake, so I'm not a fan of snakes. But snakes are fucking patient. Bears and lions are like, hey, I'm just gonna go fight right now.
You think lions aren't fucking patient?
Oh, not if there's a bear in the fucking cage. They're gonna go after
See,
each other
here's-
because they're the loudest
here's-
ones. They're
here's-
gonna fucking
here's
try
why
and
I would
fight,
go
and the
after-
anaconda's gonna sweep in and just knock them out.
Here's why I'd go the lion over the fucking bear too. Is because the bear, it moves a little bit slower. The lion's gonna fucking get around it and get the back of its neck. It's gonna jump up and get the back of its neck.
I disagree. I would
And
say-
and it's gonna hold on and it's gonna claw that motherfucker. I don't think bears can really reach behind them.
Dude,
I just assume bears can't reach behind them.
I would go. Anaconda has the best shot. Bear number
It's
2,
the
lion number
dumbest fucking-
3,
we're definitely
and
gonna-
gorilla
we're-
number 4.
We are definitely taking this to a fucking poll.
Robert, and the orders.
Oh wait, Twitter can do a 4. Yeah, it can definitely do a 4 poll.
I think that Anaconda comes out alive. Robert, like
No
if you,
way! Anaconda is the least likely
Power
to come out
power
alive.
ranking, Robert, for you. Most likely to least likely. Because I went Anaconda, bear, lion, and gorilla. What do you go?
Anaconda.
Okay.
I'm going anaconda, then lion, then bear, then gorilla.
Okay.
See, I go lion, bear, gorilla, anaconda 4. Easy
Dude,
4.
Pat, you're so wrong.
Dude, you're
so
so
wrong.
It has one weapon, and it's
The
like,
fact that it can kill everybody.
or I will say
At once.
I will give it 2 because it can bite, but the bite itself is not a killing blow. But then it can wrap around. But the gorilla has easily enough strength to rip the anaconda off of it,
Not if
and
he's
it can
dead.
also literally tear through the anaconda with its teeth, and probably with its bare hands because they're that strong.
you seen those
Lions
things,
can
though?
easily
Like-
bite. A lion can bite through the anaconda in one fucking bite.
I don't
Probably
know.
not. Probably one
Definitely
bite.
not.
But can also tear it to fucking pieces, and so can the bear. They both have enough. Every single one of those animals has enough strength to pull the anaconda off of it.
I don't think so. I think you're really underrating an anaconda.
Dude,
Snakes are all muscle. They're all muscle.
yeah.
All they are. So he's fine. He's
Okay.
gonna fuck you up, buddy.
But their one muscle does not compare to the muscle of a goddamn silverback gorilla that can literally rip it in half with its bare hands.
I disagree.
You think if a
Gorilla
snake?
hands.
Okay, here, no. I'll put this in terms that Alex can understand. If an anaconda also dropped into that pit and was attacking that child, who would win, the anaconda or Harambe to defend the child?
Obviously, if to defend the child, the anaconda would win, but Harambe would never try and hurt the child.
No,
so
no,
it would
no.
be a moot point.
No, if an anaconda was trying to kill that child, would Harambe be able to kill the anaconda to defend the child?
No.
Wow, now you're doubting our sweet prince.
I'm not doubting our sweet prince. I'm saying he's just not a violent criminal like they tried to make him out to be, saying he was trying to murder this little kid.
No,
he was shot trying to save a young man's life.
You always put him out there as a savior.
He is a savior, and he would have died saving that kid anyways.
And you don't
he
think
would
he
have
could
died.
save the
So
kid?
what you're saying is that either way, he's gonna die.
You
If
don't.
he tries to save the kid without an anaconda, he dies. He tries to save the kid with an anaconda attacking him, he's gonna die.
No,
it's okay.
no,
he
if
does
he
it because
killed an
Harambe is not about Harambe.
If he
Harambe
killed
is
an
about the
anaconda-
greater good of the
If he
world.
killed an anaconda that was attacking a kid, they hit that gorilla with tranq darts. They don't shoot him with bullets.
Oh, they shot Harambe with bullets.
That's what I'm saying. But if he was saving it, they go, fuck the bullets, boys. Tranq darts.
There's no way to prove he wasn't saving it. He was maybe
but
carrying
if there was
him.
an anaconda, I can't believe you're doubting Harambe's abilities.
I'm just saying an anaconda would take him out. I love
wrong.
Harambe.
All right, well,
May he rest in peace.
We have to move on from this because we're just not going to agree. But with this,
Except the two of us have agreed, so you've been overruled.
This 100%.
Anacondas would make it out alive.
100% has to go to a poll. Who would win in a fight? An anaconda, a bear, a lion, or Harambe?
Or a gorilla. It's a gorilla.
Oh, I mean, Harambe's a gorilla. And you're doubting Harambe. You've been the most pro Harambe person I've ever met.
All right, so then I'm going to say Mufasa is
Who
the
would win
lion.
in a fight?
He dies fast.
Who wins in a fight? Anaconda or O.J. Simpson?
Probably Anaconda, because Anaconda can fucking rap.
No, OJ would stab him.
I don't care. Like I think like the Anaconda can still fucking kill you while you're stabbing him. Like he's a fucking big ass snake. That's what you don't like
OJ
understand.
probably has guns. I guarantee you OJ had guns.
He's on probation. I don't know if he can own guns.
Oh, not anymore. But anyway, this is gonna we got to move past.
Well,
it.
Obviously, Robert and I are right
agree.
because Anaconda makes it out alive. 2 to 1.
No, this is definitely a
2
poll
out of
question.
3 say Anaconda wins. So Anaconda wins.
This isn't a poll question by Friday, I'm gonna give you an Indian sunburn.
Josh Cottle at Joshua Tree 713 on Twitter says, if you could have any superpower, what would it be? And now this reminds me, I was in a webmastering class in high school, and I remember we had to make ourselves have a superhero power or superpower. And mine was just I had the ability to grow razor sharp facial hair, and that was it. And
That's the dumbest fucking thing
it was
I've ever
because I
heard.
tried to think of the dumbest possible superhero like power, and she was like, "But what would you do?" Though I was like, "But like if you hit my beard, it's really sharp." And she was like, "But like what if you just don't hit the beard?" I was like, well, then you're fine. But like, what if I flew into you? And she was like, "Oh, okay."
Well, you can't fly and have razor sharp
It was like
beards.
a web mat. But what if I got like catapulted? What if my sidekick also could fly?
All right, touche.
I mean, that would not be the superpower I would have. I would want to be invisible.
I mean, I've always said it's got to be flight.
I'd want to be
But
invisible.
I've always said, but here's the thing, no, you're dumb if you say you're invisible. What
do you mean?
There's one of two acceptable answers, and it's either flight or teleportation.
I was gonna say going back in time or
No,
invisible.
it's dumb. No, flight.
Robert seems like an expert at this. What do you say?
Well, you said you want to be invisible?
I mean, you
Well,
can throw water, you can throw paint. I understand.
if you want to go
There's
invisible,
flaws in
then
it.
the only reason you want to be invisible is because you're a fucking pervert and you want to look at
Or
naked
you
women.
want to sneak into like every event you ever go to.
No, he wants to star in his own porn.
That too. Maybe. I don't know.
Yeah, but the way we were talking about it earlier is the invisible one's the one getting fucked. So I don't know if that works out.
Hey
for him.
man, don't judge how I want to do porn, man.
Other than that, even if he's having sex with a girl in the porn, then it's literally just a girl who looks like she's faking having sex, which is just awkward.
I'm just thinking about like never having to pay admission to anything ever. Like, do you know how awesome it would be to go to the Super Bowl?
Okay, so
just like
here's
I'm
another reason you're dumb. Because if you had superpowers, you'd be able to fucking be famous enough to get past admission to shit. So here's I'll break down why.
No, because then everyone would know you could fly, dude.
Yeah, but here's what I'll break down.
I'm just
why.
invisible, and then you're like, "Where are you?" I'm in box seats at the Super Bowl, motherfucker.
I mean, invisible would be cool for the reason that like people couldn't talk to you because they can't see you. But I'll give you the reason why.
Are Pat and Robert talking shit about me? Well, I'm invisible now. I can definitely hear it.
I'll give you the reasons why flight or invisibility, flight or teleportation are the only acceptable answers. One, dude, no more paying for gas. You're fucking done. That's it.
Right.
That's it. Now, this is when you get into
Spin zone, hurricanes.
What's better.
You gotta try flying in a hurricane.
Then that's why you have teleportation. You teleport to
Robert
the
thought that was funny.
You teleport away from the fucking thing.
Or you could only fly like 5 miles an hour.
See,
Yeah, what if you could? Yeah, what if you could fly fast?
No, if we're talking about flight inherently within flight you
You
have
get like
speed.
to fly as fast as the Wright brothers could go.
No, I
That
would
was
say
it, off
I
the
would
bat.
say with flight you probably can fly at about the speed of a plane.
No, that's way too fast.
Why is that way too fast?
That's not like
That's
a
like
human couldn't.
700 miles an hour.
Yeah, a human couldn't fly
Okay.
that fast.
But like there's no like there's
Okay,
nothing
you can
stopping
fly. You can
You're
fly
a
30
fucking-
miles an hour.
You're a fucking
You can fly
super-
30 miles an hour, right?
Okay, if this is what we're gonna say,
That's
30
fair.
miles an hour.
That's a fair-
Then it's easily teleportation.
Okay.
What if you can only go if you like seen it before?
Yep. It's only a
See,
fast
now
travel
you're
type
now,
deal.
now you're at no, you fast travel. No, you're at this point you're talking about Jumper, not fast travel, which is exactly what Robert's getting at. I assume you've seen Jumper.
I have.
Yeah, see that's
It's one of the 4 movies he's seen.
Because that's the only reason anyone would put that clarification on teleportation. But also, you could look at a postcard that worked for him then.
Still, though, like,
But
tight.
think
You're
about-
there. Now what?
Okay, but think about this: how easy would it make moving? You don't have to box anything up. You just grab it and you fucking teleport.
Spin zone. You can only take what you're holding, though.
Okay,
That'd still be a
you
pain
can
in
just
the ass.
teleport back
You're
and
going
forth
back
700
but
fucking times.
every
no fucking
fourth
problem.
time you like have to swap lanes.
No, see now you're adding bullshit to that don't apply
Robert,
to powers.
what would you go with? What would you go with?
I think I'd go with super speed.
Like, just like you could be as fast as you want, like Sonic.
Okay, here's the thing. But super speed, but you can only go for like 2 minutes because you're super tired and you can really only run at like 80 miles an hour.
But still, like,
80
that's
miles
pretty
an hour is still pretty
that's pretty
fast.
tight.
No.
I would go with that
That
over
sucks.
fucking teleportation.
You realize for only 2 minutes at a time.
Oh, hey, guess who wins every marathon ever? Robert.
No, because then you get super fucking tired after 2 minutes. And
But then you just wait till you recharge. Yeah, he's way farther than everybody else. So by the
but
time
here's
they
the thing.
he's recharged. He's
at
good
that
to go
level
again.
of metabolic intake that you would need. You'd have to
Okay,
eat
look
a
at
fucking
you.
buffet.
They're dropping science words like
You
metabolic
guys are
intake.
trying to fuck up my superpowers. I'm gonna
with
fuck
your
up
metabolic
your superpowers.
intake. Okay, nerd.
So I'm gonna run super fast, but then I need to eat
with the
17
electrolytes.
fucking
According to
sandwiches.
my calculations.
Yeah, you guys are trying to fuck up mine. I'm gonna fuck with yours. It's
I'm just saying. I don't think anybody's wrong, but
because-
I would rather have flying over
Alright,
teleportation.
before you guys.
so like
fucked
you're
mine
already
up
picking wrong.
because you guys fucked up mine before fucking up. But when I was trying to get to it, I was gonna say flying would be better than teleportation, just because if you don't have to fly at 30 fucking miles an hour, you get freedom. You get people just shutting the fuck up and not talking to you while you just fly to wherever the fuck you're going. So that's what I'm saying. Like you got to be able to fly at least 100 miles an hour. Can we admit that?
no.
No.
100
miles an hour is too fast for flying.
That's way too fast. Way too fast.
There's
way too
not
furious.
there's not too many G
Not for
forces on
me.
the body. Like, okay, a plane.
Oh,
Yeah,
let's look
that's
at
all
G
fast.
forces. All right, you fucking
That's
math nerd. We don't have
700
time
miles
for
an hour.
G forces.
No, but 100 miles an hour is not that bad. You can fly that, dude. You can one arm
You go
that shit.
60 miles an hour. I'll give you that.
That sucks.
I know.
Then, like,
put a
here's what I
caveat
was
on
gonna
it.
say. At least if you're flying, you get a lot of time where nobody's fucking talking to you. You get your me time, and I'm a big me time person.
Dude, you can fly as long as you want.
But yeah, no, I get that. But then also, if I just want to get there and I gotta sit there for fucking 2 hours trying to fly,
I mean, then
to
catch an
Austin,
updraft. Catch an updraft. You
Or
know,
whatever
catch
the fuck it
catch a
is.
good wind cycle.
Like I can't even drive as fast as the fucking speed limit. That's what you're telling me?
nope.
That's bullshit. I'm
But
gonna
you're
take
but you
teleportation.
can fly though.
But here's another plus of
But if
teleportation.
you think about it, traffic, everybody's sitting in traffic. You're moving past those
Someone's
people.
being a douchebag and they're talking to you, and you don't need, you can either teleport right in front of their face and be away from them, or you can just be like, oh, 1 second, I gotta talk to this guy. As soon as they turn away, you teleport away. You're
What
fucking
if?
gone.
Okay, what if my superpower is that I could just turn anybody into like a statue, like that I
No,
wanted
that's
to?
just a dick move.
But like, no,
that is murder. You're murdering them. You're ceasing
okay,
them to
but just
exist.
hear me out. Hear me
You
out.
want to be
Like,
a murderer.
like some guy's being an asshole. I'm just like, you're a statue. Now you're stuck there forever. Done.
Yeah, that's
like,
murder.
Not murder because he's just stuck. He's alive, but he's aware, but he's just like a vegetable. But like,
That's
still,
worse than murder.
Exactly. So don't be an asshole.
Well, you're a terrible person. It's obviously
But just
teleportation.
like the guy that won't put his cart back in the grocery store, you're a statue now. Now you're in a fucking parking lot.
I think better than that would be you turn them into like you cover them in ice and they have to wait for it to melt. So
yeah,
they
it's
get
just
out
like
of
super
it.
inconvenient.
Yeah.
And it's like really cold.
Or a good superpower. I'm making both of your legs numb for 9 hours.
It's like you just got up off the toilet after taking a
for
really long
9
shit.
fucking hours,
Yeah.
every step hurts. You can't really fucking move.
What if your superpower is that you can make people have to shit?
I mean,
Like that's pretty good.
most people could just point at me at any point of the
But
day.
still,
and
that'd
they
be
have the superpower.
You're like, oh no, I gotta go. But like you have to like immediately like, oh, I have to shit real bad right now. Like you have to take off. Like whatever you're doing, you have to stop it.
That's just like.
But that would be an
if you have
awesome
a
superpower.
You want it to be beneficial to you and not.
Okay,
just
you're in the back of
terrible
a
to other
line. You're in the back of a line. Swipe out the whole line.
people. All right, I'm gonna go.
I think invisibility would be tight because you could get a bunch of stuff that like you could like learn secrets.
All right, so we're gonna have to put a poll on this. So Robert took super
Or just
speed.
at hashtag PTG Super.
No, I think we need to put a poll on this. Robert took super speed. You took invisibility, and then I think the other two have to be flight or teleportation.
So Pat took 2. Is what
because
you're
mine
saying.
are obviously the fucking best.
Oh, okay.
What's the fourth one gonna
Hey,
be? Then?
what did they say? Superpower
okay, no.
or superpowers?
Okay, here's the thing. Then I'll take teleportation. Are we gonna leave flight off of fucking the best superpower?
Apparently,
poll?
because you didn't pick it.
All right, fine. I'll take teleportation. If you guys want to be the people that take flight away from the equation for best superpower, when it is the most widely taken superpower,
I mean,
and probably
you're
the best
technically
one.
that guy because you wouldn't pick it.
No, you wouldn't pick it either,
I picked invisibility because I think it's better.
and you're wrong.
Okay, well then why wouldn't you pick
Okay,
flight if you
so-
like it so much?
Flight is the number one used. I took something different. You took something. He took something different.
Okay, but if you like flight so much, why don't you take that one?
Because I prefer teleportation.
Okay,
because I'm
well.
lazy. Can Drake tear his throat or something?
Dude,
Can
let
we get
Drake
rid
have
of
his
him?
fun, man. Who gives a
Dude,
shit?
he is the. My buddy said it, and I agree. He's replaced Spike Lee as the single most annoying NBA fan of all fucking time.
Spike Lee was never annoying. You just noticed who he was. He was
No,
like Jack
he was
Nicholson, but
annoying,
like
though.
louder.
He was annoying. Like, it wasn't bad annoying, but he was annoying. Drake is the worst. He's the absolute
Dude,
worst.
Drake's
when-
entertaining, though.
When Kevin Durant went down, he had to do the whole, like, flailing around, walking up and down the sideline. Why? Why? And then as he's leaving, he looks like he just played the entire fucking game. Like, he's so drained of energy, he can barely lift his hand to fist bump people on the way out. Like, fuck you, Drake. You know what? In the spirit of Justin Bieber, I challenge Drake to a fight.
Do it.
I don't care what
Everybody
the rules
tag
are.
Drake and
Boxing
and Pat.
or MMA or anything.
At
I
not Pat
want
Dion.
to fuck your bitch Canadian
He
ass
wants to
up.
fuck your ass.
Yeah.
Is what he just said. Drake.
I will literally knock him out, and then as he's laying on the thing, I will pull his pants down and punch him in the asshole so that I fist him.
This
I
is
will
getting graphic.
fist Drake's asshole. So technically, that is me fist fucking him.
That is. We didn't. That was a little much.
I don't know
It's a
how
little
I
much.
got that angry that
That
quickly.
was weird, and I
but
apologize
I think we can all
on Pat's
agree,
behalf.
except for Alex. Fuck Drake.
I used to work at a marble slab.
Was it the shit?
The first day, my boss, the day I got there for my interview, and I was gonna start that saying I knew I had the job because it was my friend's dad owned it. He's like,
Oh, okay.
yeah. He's like, we'll let you work here during college, which was awesome. I got there the first day. I was just gonna do a quick interview, fill out some forms, and start working. I get there. I remember specifically he said, be there at 3:00. Your shift is from 3 to 10. Cool. I get there about 2:45. I'm like, hey, I'm here to see Mr. Bob. And he's like, the dude up front was like, yeah, we're going to be closed for a while because the other owner, he chopped off his finger in the ice cream maker.
What?
The dude chopped off his finger in the ice cream maker literally 5 minutes before I got there. And I looked back, and there's just blood everywhere.
It's like a CSI
Oh
scene.
my,
you're walking into.
God, what am I supposed to do? And because I was like, I'm paying for my own school. I wanted to buy groceries that week. So I'm thinking, am I still going to get the 7 hours because I need this money? So I was like, I'll just stay and work still.
Can I just hang out, man? Do
Yeah.
you guys need me to clean the tables or anything?
I'll just hang out in the front, you guys, because I'm supposed to be working. And I was like, I'm getting paid. I didn't have
Are people
a car.
gonna be like, do you want an extra finger in that, or
Dude.
do you want finger with your M&Ms?
And they were pissed because they had to throw a batch away. Really, that's your concern? There's a nub. There's a nub
Yeah,
somewhere.
somebody lost a finger.
And he would come to work, after he got better. And
Did you call him Nubs?
No, I wish I
You should have
did.
called him Nubs.
There's some days where I wanted to because he was one of the co-owners. He wasn't as nice as my friend's dad. And he would piss me off sometimes. And I wanted to be like, shut up, Nubs. I wanted to, but I never did because I was like, what if my finger gets caught?
You should have done I've got more business sense in my middle finger than you, or whatever it is. Like, oh, because mine's half the size.
Dude, he would go. It was a right hand too. He would try to shake your hand,
Ooh.
and I would
And it's
never
like
shake
you-
his hand. I would always be like, I just got
Was
to the
it was
bathroom.
it the ring finger?
It was yeah, it was a ring finger.
Oh, so he had the
I'll
chubs
never
thing.
forget.
He had
It
like
was
the
like
chubs.
this. It always looked like this,
It looked like he was trying to do like the rock and roll fingers,
Dude.
but like he couldn't quite do it.
and it wasn't like this much of a nub. It wasn't the first knuckle. It was 2/3 knuckle. So it looked like this.
Ugh. That's tough.
And he would be like, "Yo," he would shake your hand.
Did he like talking about it?
No, never. He didn't like talking about it. And
Some
I
people
wouldn't either.
like talking about that stuff though.
If it was like if a shark bit your finger off, that's
Oh,
pretty
if
dope.
I got bit by a shark,
Yeah.
Oh, I'm telling everybody.
Or like if you had a
hey, my
noodling-
name's Alex. I got bit by a shark. Like that's how I introduce myself.
Yeah, like, hey, this is my shark finger. Or if you were noodling and a catfish bit your finger off, that's pretty dope.
That's a
ice cream
beta
machine?
finger you got there.
Yo,
Real men hold on to those catfish.
yeah, bitch.
I want to go noodling so bad.
I don't.
It doesn't seem fun, but like I want to try it just so I can say I did. Just that picture of you holding up the whole thing, like yeah,
Man, that's-
bitch.
Yeah,
I
but
conquered that catfish.
I don't know. What if your hand comes out looking like
What if
this?
you wear gloves? Just wear gloves.
No, then you're. Oh, good job, Beta.
That's true.
Glove?
Fuck, you're right. Chainmail gloves. Knights wore those.
My not cool is not exactly not cool. It's more of an embarrassing, funny moment that happened to me this morning.
Uh huh.
So a few times a week, I try to go to the park and get some stress out before I come here.
What does that mean? Like jerk off in the park? Don't do that.
No,
You
some
can't-
exercise.
Oh, okay.
And
Like, are you saying like we caused stress?
Yeah,
So you're like, I just.
I can't let
You
it build
just
up.
want to be like tired from working out, so you don't have to deal with me and Pat.
Right.
That's a
And
solid
so
idea. honestly.
I haven't been doing it much recently, just because it's just so hot in the morning. Like even by like 8 a.m. Like it's just so hot.
Dude, I'm telling you, like walking the dog. I was walking the dog before you guys came over, and I was like sweating, just like, and it was like a just disgusting sweat, not
Yeah.
just like, oh, there's a little sweat on my back. It was horrible.
It's too hot. And I go today around 8 a.m. I get to the park and I realize that I forgot my wallet.
Ooh.
You know, so I has all my license and stuff. I'm like, dang it. Well, I'm already here. I'm gonna walk around, run a bit.
Everybody knows you got to show your license before you run.
Mm-hmm. And so I do that. I leave maybe like half an hour later, and I'm thinking to myself, I'm gonna go get breakfast. I'm gonna go get a ChickfilA, and since it's near the park, I get to the line. I order. I'm next up to pay, and then I realize that I forgot my wallet.
It's called a double forget right there.
Uh-huh. And I'm thinking, oh crap, what am I gonna do? Like, I'm up and next in line. I just leave. I just leave.
Like, did you say anything into the
I didn't
drive?
say
It's
no.
like, can you take your order? Nope.
No, I didn't say anything. I just left. No, I placed the order. I was up next to pay.
So you just drove through?
I just drove.
But did you
through
just like look at him?
No, I just
Hold
kept
on.
going.
Here's
I
the
didn't
thing.
turn to look.
Wait,
I'm
you're at Chick-fil-A,
But they
right?
totally saw you drive.
They totally saw me.
Hold on, hold on. You're at Chick-fil-A, right?
Yes.
Here's where you messed up. You could have been like, I'm sorry, I forgot my wallet. I've got to leave. And it being Chick-fil-A, I want to say there's like an 80% chance they would have given you your food anyway.
They would have like crowdfunded
Or
it.
you
yeah.
could have just been like, I'm sorry, I lost my wallet. Can I come back by later and pay for it or tomorrow? And they probably would have been like, yeah, we're at Chick-fil-A. That's totally cool.
Yeah, it's
with
our
us.
pleasure. Don't worry about it.
So I'm on my way home.
This is so much better than you let it on to be.
I'm on my way home, and about like
But like you just like,
Hold on. I feel like this is about to get better.
Okay, yeah. Sorry.
and like I've left like Chick-fil-A is like 5 minutes behind me, and I realize, wait, I have the app.
Oh
I could pay via the app. I could like I could have used my card on the app. And so as I'm driving, I'm doing that. I place another order, and I go back to the Chick-fil-A, but I don't go through the drive-thru. I park.
Smart.
And I had a hat on when I was in the drive-thru. I take it off because I don't want to be recognized.
Right. Yeah, changed it up a little bit. He put a fake mustache on. He had the little like it's got the fake nose and the glasses and the mustache. He had one of those. And he put that on.
So I go back with my new order, and I go in, and I get that order. I have no idea what happened to the original order. Probably some employee ate it or something.
Bobby, here's what you could have done, though. You could have, like you said, you're 5 minutes away. You could have just walked in and been like, hey, and explain to them real quick, I had forgotten my wallet.
No, I
but
was too
have-
embarrassed.
No,
I had
what are you
committed-
embarrassed about? You could have just been like, dude, I forgot my order.
No, I'm with
I
you, Robert,
submitted
though.
at this
No,
point.
you just walk up to the counter and go, that's my order sitting right there that the guy drove away from. That was me. Let me place an order. Don't make it. And this is you getting paid for that order. And they would have understood. Like, it's not that embarrassing. Dude, I literally, one time in college, me and my buddy were in the drive-thru. We got our drinks, and we fucking drove away. And 5 minutes later, we both looked at each other and go, oh, shit, dude, we didn't get our food. And we turned back to Taco Bell, and they're like, yeah, we figured you'd be back. Like, it's not that embarrassing. You're just kind of like, yeah, I'm a stupid person.
I'm with Robert, though. I would have just like, nope, I don't want to be. Like, I would have gone to a different Chick-fil-A.
At least say something
I
to them,
thought
because
about
then
it.
they're sitting there with your food like,
You like start looking up other locations. Like, this one's not that far. I can drive to the Heights. Robert, what's your not cool, buddy? I'm sorry. I got a little heated over that. It happens.
You did. Mine is brunch.
You don't like. Whoa.
I don't like brunch. So I had brunch for the
Whoa.
first time ever this past Sunday.
Okay. What'd
you
Saturday.
What'd you go with? Where'd you go?
Some place called Brazil.
Brazil?
Brazil.
Brazil.
Yeah, it's spelled with an S.
Hey, Wheezy is pissed that you don't
Well,
like
you said
brunch.
Brazil, and then the dog.
Wheezy's a big brunch fan. Wheezy loves brunch.
Wait.
It's
and-
Wheezy's favorite
Wait,
meal.
what did you get?
You don't drink though, so you don't get the like you don't understand. Brunch is fun if you're sort of a drunk because
Yeah.
you get like Bloody Marys or mimosas, and
mimosas.
it's like done. That's game. Like that's all I need.
And everything
really.
else tastes better because you're.
I guess so. So my friend invited me because I had told them that brunch isn't real, that I don't think brunch exists,
Okay.
and so they wanted to show me the light, as he put it,
Okay.
about brunch.
Only Jesus can do that.
And it was expensive. I paid for me and Sam.
Oh,
it was
yeah,
like
it is.
$30
Okay.
or so. I got like a $3 orange juice that was like maybe half the size of like a beer can.
Okay, that's a portion problem.
That was a portion problem.
Okay, that's not a brunch problem. Go on.
And so the part of me saying the brunch doesn't exist because I don't think there's any food that really is brunch. 'Cause what I ended up getting was like some English muffin thing with like eggs Benedict and bacon and
I
some
kind of feel
sauce.
you. That's
So-
kind of breakfast.
Like honestly,
Yeah.
like
You're saying like brunch, like
But
it's
that's
not
what-
a thing. Like if you're not drinking, he's just saying this is
because
just
that goes back
breakfast
to like
food.
our original point where it's like brunch is kind of fun because you get to wake up like hungover and be like, I'm gonna justify my hangover by being like, we're gonna go out to eat, but like it's like at 11ish, so I'm gonna drink, but then also like I get breakfast and lunch foods.
Right.
Like I can have a burger and some grits and shrimp.
Ugh.
Like shrimp and grits, shrimp and
one
grits.
of my favorite dishes.
That was the first time I ever had it. Was having it at brunch,
Yeah.
and I was like, I'm a brunch
Yeah.
guy now.
Yeah.
They didn't even get anything alcoholic either. They got coffee.
So you didn't go.
You
to the right
guys just
people,
went to
dude.
breakfast at a later
Yeah.
time.
Yeah, we just went to breakfast, and that's so. My point still stands. I don't think brunch is real.
Is like I think this raises a bigger question. Is brunch without alcohol? Like I don't think it's a brunch unless you have booze.
Yeah. Maybe that's why. It
Can you
starts
brunch
to
without
be-
booze?
Oh no, it's breakfast. I don't.
You can't brunch without alcohol.
Yeah, when people say brunch, there's definitely it's like champagne and Bloody Marys. That's brunch, right? Like those are the brunch items that make it brunch. And then like there's the menu can just kind of be.
And then you throw bacon on everything because
Yeah,
you're like it's
right.
breakfast food technically. So it's like
lot
oh,
of
it's
people-
breakfast and this
Right.
like this.
A lot of people do a breakfast shot with a little piece of bacon in it.
Oh yeah. Oh god.
Yeah, I just had breakfast and expensive breakfast at that.
Yeah, I could see how I would be annoyed. I would be annoyed. I totally see where you're coming
No,
from.
that makes sense. But it's like I just feel like, and I'm not knocking you for not drinking. I just think that like this is one of those things where it's like this is just not your thing. It's not for you. Like, cause the brunch, like, there's times where like, how many times have you been hungover? And people are like, dude, like, and I've gone, like, I'm not a big brunch guy. I've gone to brunch a handful of times in my life, but like, every time I've gone and it was like, dude, we're gonna go to a brunch. Cause it's never my idea to go to a brunch.
Right.
It was like, yo, hey, you wanna go to a brunch? Like, so and so are meeting up. Okay. And like, oh, this is a great idea. And like, not during football season, because unless like, I guess you can do a
So,
brunch during
girl,
football season.
You can do it. You don't have to do it on a Sunday.
But off season is ideal for me at least because like I don't need to be drinking and eating and worrying about that unless it's like I'm gonna be in I'm gonna go to a sports bar for that, you know,
Right.
which is just like a whole other mindset.
See, I love brunch. I've probably been 17,552 times.
It's a good number.
I love brunch. And I like and it's honestly I feel like it's a
Are we doing a PTG brunch? We're gonna do a pass the gravy brunch.
Let's do it.
We're gonna figure it out. Somebody sponsor it. Somebody
Biscuits
anybody
and gravy. We should have biscuits and gravy.
biscuits and gravy. Perfect.
Right?
Perfect.
Okay.
If
And
anybody wants to host,
beer.
oh, we could do West Ham plays a 6:30 game. No, it's not gonna make sense because it'd be early. It'd be breakfast at that point. We
We
need
just
like a
say-
9:30 West Ham game where we can just get
We'll
Nick's
say
place.
early brunch.
Okay, early brunch. What are the hours of brunch though?
I'm gonna have to like
Because it is-
I'm gonna have to
it's-
set the rules.
It's brunch, like it's obviously between breakfast and lunch, but like what are those hours?
But a lot of people, okay, you go to a restaurant sometimes they're like, we have brunch all day.
Right, but like, what are the real
So,
brunch hours?
I don't know.
Because I would assume like
The
11
real
a.m.
brunch
is like
hours,
perfect
if
brunch.
you work at
to
a
me.
restaurant with brunch hours, there are all day. Like the restaurant really dictates when brunch is.
But like 11 to 1 is like brunching time, you know?
I can,
Like
yeah.
those are the
I
times
would
where it's
I would bump
10,
it up. I would
10 to
bump it
1
up.
maybe.
Yeah, I would say 10 to 2.
Cause I'm not gonna knock you if you go at 9, I'm not gonna knock you either. Cause like as long as you throw
Nine is breakfast.
like brunch, I think really is just
9:45 to 5.
I really think it was called brunch just so they could justify the drinking. Because if you drink at breakfast, like you're an alcoholic. If you drink at brunch, you're fine. And if you drink at brunch that starts at 9 a.m. or at 7 a.m., it doesn't matter because you're like, oh, I'm at brunch. It's fine. And we're going to hang out for a couple hours.
Yeah.
Brunch
Okay.
isn't real. Brunch isn't real.
It is real.
Nope.
You just don't recognize it.
I've got enough.
So, okay, let's go.
Okay, so I think, did I tell you about this? Maybe not.
I don't know. We weren't on the podcast when you told me.
Okay, this is for certain. So I got my TV mounted. I got a service like to get my TV
That's not
mounted.
the only thing she got mounted, fellas.
Hey,
Hey, yo.
Seriously, this kind of ties in because I think this guy did want to mount me. Okay,
Oh.
So he hangs the TV and then he's just like he's like, okay, like he packs up all his tools and I'm like, okay, like thank you, the TV's mounted, like bye Felicia, like smell you later. And he's just like hanging around and I'm like, does he want a tip? Because I already paid like
You don't tip people that like.
well, I already
is
paid
that,
$90 for the service to get it like done through. So I don't know if it was like a third party something, but like
Right, but that's one of those things where it's like I'm not like everybody now needs tips. Like we like tipping. Like add that to a not cool. Auxiliary
Right.
not cool. Like
Right.
like we gotta tip. Like everybody's like, well, why didn't you tip this guy? Like I don't know.
get
Was I
waitresses,
supposed to?
Bartenders, like I get people who are not getting paid, not even the minimum wage.
But like, should I tip an
service
airline
industries.
stewardess?
No,
They're serving me drinks. Technically, that's a bartender. Like that's where we're starting though. Like we're
No.
getting to that point where it's like, but do you tip?
Airline, they get perks. They
Do you
can
tip
fly.
your mailman? No, because he delivers my mail. I don't see him. And people are like, well, I leave a tip for my mailman. I'm like, why? Are you a millionaire?
I mean, maybe around the holidays.
I don't know my mailman.
Okay, but see, no one does anymore. So that's what I'm saying. If you knew him, then you'd be like, oh, Russ is a great guy. Like,
Right.
I
I don't know. Everybody's getting like tipped for everything now.
No, we're American. It is a tipping culture. So I was thinking, like, okay, maybe he wants a tip, but he was like, if you ever need anything else, like, just let me know. And I'm like, okay, yeah, I would. Just like I called the
I'd
service.
like you to get the fuck out of my
just
house.
like online, but I don't want to be rude. And I'm associated with the show now. Like, I don't want to be a dick to anyone because I really can be.
That really has helped
then-
me through a lot of times like that. We're like, hey man, all that they need is a video of you being like, hey, local radio person is an asshole. And it's
Right.
like, then I'm fucked.
You got to check yourself, right? And so, and I was. And so I was like, oh, you know what? I can't offer him like a bottle of water like out the door. So I had Dr. Pepper and I have Topo Chico. I personally love
It's
Topo
about as
Chico.
Texas as you can be in a refrigerator.
Dude, seriously, right? And so I go, hey, this is what I have. Like, you want me to use? Oh, I'll take one of those sparkling waters. And I was like, shit, because that's like kind of my favorite.
That's
like, I
the
love-
grade A stuff.
Yeah, I'm like, okay, fine. And I'm like, but go, like, because that's kind of a tip, right?
Right.
And so I like give it to him, and he like proceeds to like, he's like, oh, do you have an opener? And I was like, yeah.
He like sits down.
He like.
Did he sit down?
No, but he stays and
He
meddles.
laid down. He literally laid down. He got a blanket. He's like, do you
I
have a
know,
pillow?
he put down a blanket, lays down.
He
camps
asked
out.
for a pillow.
He's still there. Just kidding.
He's living there. It was weird.
He's my new roommate.
It's going to help with rent, but like other than that, like guy's weird.
It's weird. No, so
He thinks the TV's his now.
He drinks the whole thing, and like I'm just basically
Like what
looking
was
at
the
him.
time limit he was hanging out there?
Dude, it was okay. It felt like eternity. It is my version of purgatory. Like I just felt completely stuck. Like it was terrible. And I look at dude, and I'm like, okay, like I'll let you know if anything else. And I like go to the door, like open it. I basically had to like madame him out, like open the door, get the fuck out.
Well, I got some things I have to do. Some stuff. Very important stuff.
Things
I
that
gotta
aren't this.
I gotta get out of this.
Things
Sorry.
that aren't this I need to do now. And so yeah, so that was what is it called?
That's a not cool.
Not cool,
That's
man.
not cool, man. That's really
Yeah.
not cool.
Seriously.
It's just sports. I hate sports right now, and I hate that I care about sports, and I hate that like Bill Burr has used it as it's like it's an addiction. It's an addiction. It's not a drug. It's not like it doesn't ruin my life, but it could maybe sort of just because like I care too much about this shit. And like I felt like that on Sunday. I felt like that on Saturday night where it's like, hey man, DJ LeMahieu, the LeMachine, my favorite Yankee right now, he hits that home run.
That dude's a fucking machine.
Like he most underrated signing in the offseason for sure. But he hits the home run, ties the game up, and I was like, fuck yeah, baby. They should have gotten more. They should have gotten more, but they fucked it up because the Yankees had opportunities to win that they didn't capitalize on it. I'm not knocking anything. But then fucking Altuve, his fucking walk-off home run, god damn it. Like it just ripped my heart out. I
fucking love that little bastard so much.
Fucking heart. I love Altuve too because he was there when they were shitty. I respect the fuck out of Altuve. I respect the fuck out of all these Astros. The Astros are a great team. And if the Yankees didn't win, I want the Astros to win.
But
I think there's not enough people.
Way to lose.
There's not enough people that like. I think a lot of people don't understand that. I think the podcast group understands that, but like the morning show people that listen to just the morning show do not get that. And like the hate DMs that I got were like, my God. And they were comparing me to the people that threw beer at people in bathrooms. I was like, I didn't do that. I didn't fucking do that. Like, well, you should have used your platform to speak out against it. And I was like, my platform? What the fuck do you think I'm not Dr. Phil.
That's what I feel like I would love to be in your position because I would fucking thrive on those hate DMs.
No, but the worst is like when you're sort of drunk and then like you want to reply to them but you can't.
See, that's the fucked up thing is I would, but I'd be smart enough to not reply in a way to get myself fired.
You type it out and then you just don't send it. You don't send it. You delete it immediately, but you feel a little bit better because you thought you were about to send it, but you didn't.
Would responding "eat my ass" get me fired?
It wouldn't be great. It wouldn't be great. Anything that's screenshotable, bad news in this society. But just sports in general, because like the fucking Yankees ripped my heart out. I was really upset about that. Like then everybody's like, "Oh, Yankees fans are all the same." Like they're not all the same. There's assholes in every fucking group. They're not. Like
there's a lot of them in the Yankee fandom, but
there are specifically in the Yankees fandom 100%.
Because New York
I'm with
is
you.
filled with assholes.
A lot of them. A lot of them are there.
There's a shit ton of assholes.
There's just a lot of. But also, there's just a lot of people in New York, so there's a lot more assholes in New York, too.
Houston has a different kind of asshole.
Well, Houston, and I'm not knocking Houston, but Houston, especially in baseball, recently good. Recently good. So they're new to this, like, hey, we're going to talk shit in the playoffs, and they're good at it. And I'm not knocking on them because they're good at the talking shit. But it's like, fuck, man. You beat my team, and it's like, God damn it. Like, I don't know. It chapped my ass. I bit into it. I took the bait.
You bit into that chapped ass.
I bit into that chapped ass. I took the bait, and I just got upset about it. And, like, I don't know. I hated myself for it. And then the Giants, within 12 hours, were already shitting the bed again. And I was like, why do I fucking care? Why do I care? I didn't care.
Sports hurt
I had
when
a
you're not
toaster.
good, dude.
I had a toaster in my hand. I was ready to go draw a bath. I was ready to go draw a bath and just drop it in there and sit in there and just be like, this is how I go. I don't fucking care.
Sports
I don't
hurt,
care.
man.
And it's like, why do you sign up for this every year?
Because it's so good when it's good.
Because you know what's gonna happen in the fucking in a couple months. Guess who's gonna fucking care about the Yankees? And guess who's gonna be super stoked that we got so and so in the offseason and that we maybe got some pitching. Hopefully, knock on wood, we got some pitching. And that like, oh, okay, cool. We're going into spring training. I hope this is the Yankees. Like, guess who's gonna be that guy? This fuckhead. This fuckhead right here. I'm going to be that excited. I'm going to be super stoked. Guess who's going to be super stoked when training camp comes around for the NFL? Me, my dumbass. The Giants have won 4 games this year.
You're already skipping something. Where as soon as you get close to the draft, that fucking itch happens.
God damn it.
Oh, and you get so pumped. Because that's what it is. Sports, it
I hate it so much.
It's so good
Why do
when
I
it's
care?
good.
Why do I care?
Because it's so good when it's good.
That's part of it. Because, like,
when it's bad, it hurts.
I get mad at people that leave games. I get mad at people that leave games, but I'm also like I have sat and watched a 23-0 Giants loss, Eli Manning's first ever game in the playoffs. I sat and I watched it, and they were losing that whole game, and I fucking forced myself to watch them. People are like, why are you watching it? I was like, because I have to.
Because that's my team.
And I've watched them.
I don't turn off the game.
I've watched them through 4-12. I've watched them when they went 12-4, lost in a Super Bowl. I've watched them when they went 10-6, made it to a Super Bowl one. When they went 9-7, made it to a Super Bowl and won. And it's like the highest of highs makes that stupid fucking low work, and it makes you like be like, hey, I get it, I appreciate that, but like, fuck, man. And I hate the people that are just like, they hop on now. And I'm not saying like if you're in Houston, you should be able to root for the Astros whenever you want. I get it. I'm being a cunt by being mad about it, But it's like, you didn't fucking care until they're good now, and now you're talking shit to me. Fuck. Like, I hate it, and I hate sports. And why do I care? I hate that I care so much. That's my not cool. Move on. I'm sorry.
All right, so I got a bunch of them to run. That was the other thing. Well, I guess on the phone it doesn't count, but Sunday, me and my brother, we still keep in contact. But
you still talk to your brother? No way.
Yeah. He's just not physically next to me on the couch. But it's nice now because like he called me at one point, after the third call, within 4 minutes, I go, all right, we're not going to do this all day. I was like, just stop. Like if you have anything else to say,
you need walkie-talkies.
Get it out now. Well, they don't work over 300 miles.
Well, get like a really good walkie-talkie.
You mean a phone?
Get the walkie-talkie app on your phone.
Fuck that. Remember when we used to use those though? Those
do.
were dope.
I do remember that.
So I was like, dude, like unless you really need to, just text me. I was like, stop calling me every 3 minutes. I'm not going to keep picking up the phone.
Is your dad ready to kick him out yet?
I think so. I called my mom yesterday. She's
This
still
is an
up
update
north.
from last week.
And my mom goes, so I hear you're taking Andrew back. And I go, no, he's yours now.
Your problem.
Fuck that. I am very happy.
Is it just like weirdly quiet in the house though?
No, because like I still have the TVs going and shit. There's just not somebody talking to me over the TV while I'm trying to listen to the TV. Because that's not an annoying thing.
No, I can't think of why that would be
No.
annoying.
Yeah.
So
and
that's where you've
constantly going, hey, Venmo my buddy money for this bet.
You get to Venmo money?
Well, I mean, it would just be he'd give me the money for it later or something. He doesn't have a bank account. He's one of those people.
What?
Yeah. Andrew doesn't.
How does he pay bills?
Cash, homie. Or he'll just give me the money and we pay it through.
Don't you have to pay bills with like checks though?
No, well, I mean,
Like if I went to pay my rent and I just handed them cash, they'd be like, "No, we need a money order."
No. Like, okay, rent. We would give my sister money for rent.
Okay.
Like electric, cable, I pay. He just gives us cash.
But like, he doesn't have not a bank account at all.
No, he hasn't had one for years.
Ever.
No, I mean he has. It's just Bank of America pissed him off like 6 years ago, so he left and went to Wells Fargo. Then Wells Fargo pissed him off, and I don't think he's had a bank account in like 4.5 years.
Does he just keep his money under his like mattress? Like a safe?
No, he just keeps it in his pocket.
All of it. Just every
Not all of it. Like some of it he'll keep in his room or whatever. I don't know. I don't really know where he keeps it. He doesn't keep it all on him all the time.
That
but
is
usually,
hilarious to me.
Yeah. I keep telling him though, I was like,
I
dude,
can't like what if there's a fire? What if there's a fire?
I mean, we get enough time to get the money and get out.
What if he's not home?
Oh, no. Like, no, I'm talking about when we're around. Like, if he's going around, like,
He
the
just takes
money's
all
on
of his money with him.
him.
Every penny he has.
Yeah. It's not like he has a lot. I mean, I don't think he's ever.
I don't have a lot of
I
money,
don't-
but still, like, if I carried all of my cash with me, like, one, I'd be terrified I'd get robbed.
Well, that's because you're a little bitch.
Your brother's not that much bigger than me.
Yeah, but he's wiry. Andrew's an angry little.
Is he bigger than a gun? I don't know.
I mean, if somebody tried to rob Andrew at gunpoint, I guarantee you he'd go for the gun. 100%. Andrew's like, you're not, because I don't think he's ever carrying more than like $2,000, maybe $3,000 on him.
Just $3,000. Can you imagine walking around with $3,000?
I can't, but people do it all the time. People do it all the time. That's what I'm saying. Like, if it was all Andrew had,
Yeah, rich people
and he
do
doesn't
it.
have a bank account and no way of tracing this money and saying to the cops, plus not like he'd get the money back one way or the other, he'd go for the gun, which I would too if I was him. I'd be like, well, either I'm dying or I'm going to be able to pay my bills.
Dude, my mind is how is this the first time you've mentioned that to us? That is like
I didn't know it was. By the way, guys, don't try and rob my brother because he will kill you.
just
You know what? He doesn't carry a knife, but his
Honestly,
his
somebody
buddy
that doesn't
makes
have
these little
one-
tools. It's not really brass knuckles, but it's got a blade
it's
on
a
it that
shiv,
goes around
like
his
a prison
finger.
shiv?
So he'll punch you with a very sharp
Does he
knife.
hang out with
and
like
fucking
ex-cons?
No,
That's what it
surprisingly.
seems like.
He doesn't hang out with that. He hangs out with
Is
my
he a
dad
drug
now.
dealer?
No.
What the fuck?
I've been telling him for a while. I was like, dude, if you're not gonna have a bank account, at least get Cash App. Which, whatever, free plug, but like, at least get a card that you can hold money on.
Yeah.
You don't have to have a fucking bank because you don't trust banks because you're one of those fucking people.
Oh my god! Like, just put it all in like a bunch of different banks. Like, just put a little amount.
You
So
think
like,
he's gonna trust multiple banks
I
at the
don't
same
know.
time with his money?
I don't know, man.
He doesn't go anywhere. We don't go anywhere or do anything. The only place we go is to the bar. And when we'd be at the bar, my sister would be at home. So if there was a fire, she'd call and Andrew would be like,
But a lot of
Grab
times,
the money.
like, don't you have to like open a tab and you have to put down? I guess you just pay cash every
I mean,
drink.
the bar that we go to, we've been going since he was
Okay,
17.
so this one specific bar,
That's the only
he's good at.
It's the only bar we would go to.
But he just moved. He's not going to those bars.
No. But now, yeah, like he can like give them his ID. Like, here's my tab. I don't have a bank account. They'll get like whatever bar he starts going to, it'll be his bar.
Does he walk around with like
Or
a
he'll
suitcase handcuffed to
Or
him?
he'll
Like,
just pay cash as he buys drinks. He doesn't give a shit.
yeah. That's nuts to me.
Yeah, he's a fucking weird person, man.
How do you order anything online? Ever?
We don't.
I guess you don't. Like, what the fuck?
We don't order things online.
Oh, dude, like, I don't know. Like, I think
Hold on. That was the most millennial statement. How do you order things online? No, we go to the store. We go to the store.
some shit you have to order some shit online.
No,
you know?
you fucking don't.
You broke Alex.
My brain is just like
You don't
doing
have to-
backflips right now.
You think there's
and
some things you
cartwheels.
can only get online? Which I'm sure there are, but guess what? That's not things we're gonna fucking buy. I mean, I pay my
guess.
bills online, but like I said, I have a bank account.
Fuck.
Also, I'm probably gonna get it. Actually, he'll never fucking find out because he's never gonna listen to this. But it'd be funny if I got to check. Why did you tell everyone I carry my cash around? I'm like, fuck you. That's why.
Why is everybody trying to rob me now?
Nobody's gonna drive up to Fredericksburg to try and rob you.
Guys, don't do that. We're an anti-robbery podcast.
Please go for it. See how well it goes for you.
Don't. It makes us look
You
bad.
might put 3 in him, but I guarantee you he's gonna get the gun and kill you. He's one of those people. He won't die until he makes sure you die first. 100%. You could shoot him in the fucking head, and his zombified body would walk around and grab that gun from you.
What if you're like if you sniped him? Just speaking of Call of Duty, you know?
He'd dodge it, according to him, because according to him, he's the smartest, fucking greatest person of all
They
time.
didn't see it coming.
He would, though, because he's Andrew, and he's fucking super
No,
smart.
you'd probably shoot him, and like the big wad of cash right on his fucking like
Actually,
his
you know
front
what
pocket
happened?
would stop the bullet.
If you tried to rob him at gunpoint, he'd talk to you until you're like, dude, if you stop talking right now, I'll walk away. You've said the same thing 4.5 times, 3 catchphrases that I've heard. You know, in this world, the way that you just gotta look at people.
Did you say that one of his go-tos in this world?
In this world.
In this world.
My God, I've heard that 7,000 times in 2 years. In this world. You know, I could talk to a wall whether it shows interest or not. By the way, guys, the title of this podcast is Pat shitting on his brother.
Oh my God, dude.
Yeah.